Inhale, arms up, head back. Exhale, fold over your legs, head down. Step your right foot back, right knee down, point your foot. Inhale, arms up, head back, look up. Exhale, lower your hands down, step back, knees, chest, chin on the floor. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Step your right foot forward, left knee down. Inhale, arms up, head back. Exhale, lower the hands, step your left foot forward and fold over your legs. Inhale, as you come up to stand, take your head back, reach your arms back if you can. Exhale, as you fold forward, you might choose to interlace your fingers, that's optional, head down. Step your left foot back, lower the left knee down. Inhale, arms up, head back. I'm hooking my thumbs here, but that's optional, any arms will do. Step your right foot back, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra, look up. Exhale, down dog, head down. Stepping left foot forward, right knee down. Inhale, head back. Lift from the lower belly as you go back. Exhale, lower the hands, step forward, fold over. Uttanasana, interlace your fingers, head down. Inhale, as you come up to stand, squeeze your butt, head back. Exhale, one more round, interlace, head down, belly in. Stepping the right foot back, lower the right knee down and point your foot. Inhale, lunge, lower belly in, head back. Exhale, lower the hands, step it back, knees, chest and chin on the floor. Inhale, cobra, open your chest. Exhale, downward dog. Right foot steps forward, left knee down. Inhale, arms up, head back. Encourage the lower belly in and up. Exhale, lower the hands, step it forward, fold over. Inhale, arms up, head back. Open your shoulders and exhale, fold over your legs, second side, head down. Left foot step back, left knee down. Inhale, arms up. Anjaneyasana, head back. Exhale, lower down. And knees, chest, chin, chin forward, chest on the floor. Inhale, cobra. Try to open up your chest by sliding your palms almost backwards. Exhale, downward dog. Left foot steps forward, right knee down. Inhale, arms up, head back. Exhale, lower the hands, stepping forward, feet together, fold over. Inhale, arms up, head back. Exhale, lower your arms by your sides. If you would like to do more reps, please feel free. Otherwise, inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, head up. Exhale, jump back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Lift your chest. Squeeze your butt. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now we're gonna move on to contortion warm up. For splits, so step your right foot forward, lower your left knee down, and find your lunge one more time. Pay attention to your front knee, try to keep it on top of your ankle, push your front foot down, it will give you more stability, and then walk your hands up on your front knee. Once your hands are on your knee, try to keep your chest lifted, keep your chest up, and focus on your lower belly. So hip forward, lower belly in and up. And you might choose to stay there. It's nice to push the knee forward, or lift your arms up, and once again focus on tucking the lower core. Keep the pelvis forward, lift your lower belly, and try to open your shoulders. So focus is at the front of the thigh, push the feet firmly down. Feel free to stay and breathe 3 more, or pulse. When you lift back, when you go back from your lower belly. And then head back, look up, look back. You're ready, lower your arms to the front, straighten your front knee and fold over. Half forward split is next. We're gonna hold it for about 5-10 breaths, but feel free to stay longer. You can also pause the video. Your knee can be bent. There's no problem bending the knee here. Try to touch your head to your leg, or get as close as you can with your forehead to your knee or your shin bone. Ideally, your elbows should rest comfortably on the mat. And if they are, you might choose to slide your right leg forward already into a split. Otherwise, stay there longer. There's no rush. If you are in a split, with or without the blocks, arms by your sides, keep your chest up. And then see if you can encourage your left hip forward and your right hip back. You can do this by pulsing your hips up and down and wrapping your left hip to the front. Also, try to open up your front body by taking your head back, stretching the front of your neck. Especially if you're pulsing, think about lifting from your lower belly, left hip forward, right hip back, as you lift your hips up and back and go back. Maybe with your arms as well. Keep your head back, keep your knees active and locked, both legs, both feet pointed. And after you're done with pulsing, reach your arms forward and fold over your front leg. Try to go down on your forearms. Your forearms can go down on the blocks. Or if it's too easy, remove the blocks and put your forearms on the mat. Fold right on top of your right leg. Try to keep the left hip bone dropped. Try to keep the knees active. Once again, if you feel like it's too intense, especially at the hamstring attachment, which is under the knee or by the sitting bone, please back off, use your blocks, go back to the previous step, keep the knee bent, always be gentle when you stretch. Don't force it, ease into it, soften. We're gonna hold it just a little bit longer before we move to the second side. Alright, walk your hands closer and step your right leg back, downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, when you're ready, step your left foot forward for the second side. Lower the right knee down and point your foot. Keep the hip forward, push the front foot into the mat. And then once again, we're going to connect here to the hip flexor. So you can choose to keep your hands at the knee or lift them up. Mainly focus on the lower core, the lower belly. Think about lifting the lower belly in and up towards the spine, as if you're almost trying to round your lower back. But keep the hip forward and lift the lower belly in. And you can choose to stay here or lift your arms up and take your head back. So arms are either on your front knee or ideally straight up. And then take your head back. You're welcome to just drop your head all the way back. Lift from your lower belly, push the feet firmly down, reach your arms back to try to open your shoulders but without flaring the ribs out, right? So try to keep the ribs in, knit them in together, and then maybe do some pulsing here from the lower belly, tucking the lower core as you go back. Really focus on lifting the lower belly in and up as you lift your hips slightly higher and reach your arms more back, and then drop the pelvis forward and down. Once you're through, lower your arms, straightening the front leg, and fold over. If you can, try to go down on your forearms. You can also put your forearms on the blocks if you're close, or you might put your hands on the blocks and bend your front knee. That's totally fine. Listen to your body. Keep the foot flexed. Reach the toe towards your face, towards your chest. Stretch the Achilles tendon. I'm gonna hold it for a bit longer. And you can choose to stay here or come up and slide your left leg forward into a front split. And once again, you can have your hands on the 2 yoga blocks. Start pulsing the hips up and down. Try to keep the shoulders right on top of your pelvis. Open your chest and keep encouraging right hip forward, left hip back. Trying to wrap and even the pelvis, the hips as much as you can. As you continue pulsing, feel free to take your head back. Ideally, keep your head back. And then as you lift your hips up, move your right hip forward and your left hip back. From your lower belly, as you arch back, going back, move your right hip forward. And then extra credit if you can do it with your arms straight up, maybe up and back. And it's the same principle, so keep encouraging your right hip forward and your left hip back. Elbows straight, head back, knees locked. Push down into your feet, that will help with stability. But mainly focus on your lower belly, in and up. When you're ready, slowly come out, lower your hands, and then fold over your front leg. Lower the head down. If you're using the blocks, feel free to have them under your forearms. Pointing the front foot. We're gonna hold it for about a minute. It's static passive hold. So try to stay. And keep encouraging the right hip forward and the left hip back. Engage the toes, point, and soften down. Walk your hands closer. Slide your left leg back. And find your downward facing dog. Next, I added an extra yoga stretch. Step one leg forward and parallel your feet. Distance between your feet is approximately the length of one leg. Before you fold over, try to lift your head up and arch your back, and then lower your head down. This will encourage the length in your lower back, the length in the spine. You can bend your knees here just as much as you need to. Walk your hands through between the legs and press the palms into the floor as you fold. Hold it for 5 breaths. And then when you're ready, lift your head up, interlace the fingers behind your back one more time, and then lower your head down. So it's a Prasarita Parshvattanasana C. Stay for 5 breaths. You can bend the knees as much as you need to. Keep the lower back long, belly in. Lower the hands down when you're ready. Then find your, it's called Upavishta Konasana in yoga, or a pancake position in gymnastics and circus. If you can completely lie down, having your ribs on the floor, feel free to elevate the feet. So put your blocks underneath your heels. And then it's nice to move a little bit from side to side, especially if you feel like there's some tightness. So feel free to play around with that before you move your hands forward and lower the head down. Stay and breathe. We're going to hold it for a minute as well. You can bend the knees if your hamstrings are tight. Try to keep the lower back extended. Now, keeping the hands in front of you as much forward as you can, try to cat-cow the spine in that position, which means as you inhale, try to look up and drag your chest forward. As you exhale, lower the head down and scoop the ribs and the belly in. You can also try and rotate the pelvis a little forward as you arch your back, and back as you round the spine. Encourage the head up, look up, and then round your back as you look down. When you're ready, walk your hands closer to your legs. Place your left hand, I'm just going to start on the left side, but really it doesn't matter. Left arm inside your left leg and reach your right arm up and over your head for side stretch. Keep your right hip bone heavy, keep your toes pointed, and try to get your left elbow to touch the floor. You can reach and grab your foot, chest up. Feel free to pause the video and stay longer, or switch sides. Right arm inside the left leg, left arm up and over. Keep the top arm straight with the palm facing down. Right elbow down, and if you can, bring your right shoulder lower and keep the left hip bone heavy. So working in opposition. Breathe. You should be able to look up even if you're grabbing holding your foot. When you're ready, come up, and we're ready for the middle split. I'm gonna do it on the blocks on the video because I feel like it helps me to get lower so that my regular middle split without any props under the feet feels easier. But if middle split is something that challenges you, feel free to just lower your feet like we did before in Prasarita, and then lower your hands on the mat and slide your feet apart away from each other. Still trying to keep the toes in, heels out, and feet flat on the floor. Slide them as wide as you can and maybe go down on your forearms. And in that position, move your pelvis forward and back 10 times. Or you can do that in the middle split. If you're close to the floor, maybe use the blocks like on the video. Do lock your knees, especially if you're in the middle split. And then next we're gonna try frog position. If you were in the middle split or close to the floor, just bend your knees. If you were in a standing position, lower your knees first and then bend them back so that your feet are flexed and your ankles are in line with your knees. And you can choose to stay on your forearms or just stay on your hands, or move your hands closer to your legs and arch back like on the video. Or lower down on your forearms. Keep your feet flexed, keep them active. Optional, move your pelvis forward and back. Stay and breathe. Slowly find your way out. Now you're ready to start the shoulders.